Aloha Kona's family. Well, you get this little rascal right before Easter. What a good Easter present. Thank you very much for letting me care for and work with Kona. He has been a lot of fun. He's a lot of dog. His age, holy minestrone, he is a huge bottle of energy. Not that I had to tell you that. Good stay. The thing is he's extremely eager to please. He's extremely eager to learn. He's very, very food motivated. Good boy, down. Stay. He's fantastic. I know one of your overall concerns was just his energy. He still has that energy, but you're much, much better able to channel the energy with being able to ask him, stay, go to your spot, sit instead of jump. He's much, much more focused now. You can walk him on a leash without him tripping you. He comes when called. He's doing fantastic. Again, with the 4-week program, we were able to focus on overall obedience and calm behavior. A training tool that I implemented with Kona is the clicker. Sit. Good. And what a clicker is, it's a very distinct noise that tells the dogs, yes, you're doing the right thing and you're going to receive a treat. The wonderful thing about the clicker is that you're able to work at a distance. I'm able to be 20 feet away from him when he's on a stay. Click, which tells him he's doing the right thing and he knows he's going to be rewarded for it. It creates a thinking dog. It creates very clear direction. Yes, you're doing the right thing by hearing this. If you're doing something wrong, he doesn't hear the click and he does not receive a treat. So with the potty issues that you've been having at home, the clicker is a wonderful tool to use. So when you get them back, you'll just take him to the yard, wait for him to go potty, click and reward him going potty in the yard where you want him to go. When you first get him home, sorry, my nose itches. When you first get him home, you'll still want to use the clicker and treats because that's what he's used to here. But eventually you can go ahead and start fading the use of the clicker and treats. But when you first get him home, go ahead and use the clicker and the treats because he will quickly know, oh, okay, I'm doing the right things with my parents too. So when he's doing the right thing, you can go ahead and click and reward. One of your training goals was to work on separation anxiety, and as we discussed, I really don't, it's very hard for me to work on separation anxiety in my home and then have a dog go back to their own home and work on that. So Debbie, as I texted you earlier, I could work on separation anxiety until I'm blue in the face, but then we wouldn't be able to work on other behaviors. So I really tried focusing on other behaviors. With his anxiousness of not being with you, I have other management tools that we'll go ahead and talk about, but being able to put him in a crate where he can't see you guys. If he can see you, that's where he gets more anxious. So I think when you had him in the laundry room that was next to the living room or playroom that you have, and him seeing the family but couldn't be with the family, that I think created the anxiety and makes him more anxious. But when I have him in an area where he can't see us, he's much more calm. He's much more calm. So we'll talk about the separation anxiety, but he can still be anxious if he's away from us and can see us. He can still be anxious, but I found some other things that work with him with the anxiety. With the wild house behavior and the potty training, he did not make one potty mistake in my house, but that was because I didn't let it happen. When he first came to me, good boy, stay. When he first came to me, I had him outside and I just rewarded him for going potty where he was supposed to go. And that's what I highly suggest when you get him back. The first 5 to 7 days when you get him back, you take him out where you would ideally like him to go potty and reward him in that area. And you shouldn't have any mistakes. With wild house behavior, I'm still rewarding calm behavior. He's still crazy. He's like, he runs around, he's a puppy. He needs that. He needs that interaction. He has that energy level. But sometimes if it's too much, I'll go ahead and put him on a light leash like this, and I'll just have him drag it around the house. And if he's getting into really bad mischief, no, go ahead, stay, or he just won't relax, then I can just take him by the leash and have a little more control over that way. Good, stay. Around the house, I would suggest that you have plastic Gladware containers with lids on them with treats, so that you can reward him for good behavior. He's very, very motivated by food. So being able to reward him for being good, being calm, he will offer his calm behaviors for you a lot more. Kona still wants to jump when he initially sees you. No, sit. Good. All you have to do is ask him to sit. He's very responsive to this, but you have to ask him to sit. His excitement level and his energy, the first instinct is for him to jump. But as long as you start implementing sit for everything, sit, stay before you come out the crate, sit, stay before you walk out the door, sit, stay before you get your food. As long as he has to sit for everything, he'll start sitting instead of jumping. So when in doubt with Kona, ask him to sit. That will just help calm him down. If he's sitting, he can't be jumping, he can't be bolting out the door. So a sitting dog is looking for the next bit of information, next direction. So you'll be asking Kona to sit a lot. Kona, sit. Good boy. He's very, very responsive to sit. Very responsive to sit. Good boy, Kona. Sit. Good boy. Good, Kona. Good, Kona. Kona, sit. Good. Sit. Good boy. That's down, silly. He's very responsive to down as well. Kona, sit. That's a good boy. So when in doubt, ask Kona to sit. Another wonderful behavior that we worked on with sit, stay, and down stay is, Kona, go to your spot. Good, stay. Is go spot. And what that means is he goes to his bed and he sits, stays, stay, until you tell him that it's okay to get up. Now, with his age, his stay is short, but you can build upon that on that good stay. Build upon that through time. Nope, Kona spot. Kona spot. Good boy. Stay. He's doing really, really fantastic though. That's go to your spot. Good spot, Kona. Kona, come. Come. Good boy. Good boy. Go spot. Good spot. And I still reward him on his spot. Good spot. Good spot. Kona's doing a very good job with his down stays. Kona, come. Kona, down. stay. I, of course, tried to have him facing the video camera, but he's not. Good stay, Kona. But sit stays and down stays are great behaviors for working on impulse control. So with the down stay, I just ask him, Kona, come. Sit. Good. Down. Sweeping motion down. And then stay. Good stay. And he's much better with the down stay than the sit stay. The sit stay I only use for short behaviors. The down stay I work much longer duration down stay. And he's been doing very, very well with his recalls. So coming when called, Kona, come. Good boy. Good come. And I always reward the recalls just because that behavior is so incredibly important. Come. Come. Good boy. Good come. That's a good boy. And since you have kids, I wanted to train some fun stuff that the kids can do with him to help wear everybody's energy out. Kona, sit. Good boy. So we worked on the fetch. So he's reliably getting a ball and bringing it back. Good boy, Kona. Good. Leave it. Before I toss the ball, I'll ask him to sit or down. Good. Okay. But he has to always sit or down for everything. Again, a dog that is sitting or lying down is not jumping or bolting out the door. Leave it. Good, leave it. Leave it is for him to leave objects alone. Other fun stuff that I worked on was shake and high five. Kona. Shake. Good boy. High five. Good boy. Shake. High five. No. High five. Good boy. Good. So with his shakes and high fives, they're done with his right paw, my left hand. So when you ask for these behaviors, it's his right paw, shake, good boy, and my left hand. Good boy. But those are fun things. I also worked on the rollover. He's still working on that, so I'll show Mom and Dad how to continue training that. Kona. Down. He's down, and you just want to take your treat and lure him, roll over. Lure him to roll over. And he's rolling over, he rolls counterclockwise. Okay, so that's still a work in progress. He still definitely needs a treat for that. But teaching him these tricks helps continue to stimulate his mind. He needs things to do. If you're not working with him or leave him to his own devices, he'll get into trouble. He likes to chew. He still really needs to chew on things. So it's important that you have lots of chew toys for him and just keep his mind stimulated with his exercise, with playing with other dogs, with continued training will be very, very important for Kona. Alrighty gang, this little guy needs a lot of exercise. So again, we were working on some of the tricks with tossing the ball. He loves to have the ball tossed, but it's also much more enjoyable to take him for walks now, which he loves. So the key to loose leash walking is engaging with your dog. If you don't engage with Kona on his walks, why should he engage with you? One thing I've been starting to do is on his leash when we first start walking is I clip it at the top part of his harness and I give him a little bit of freedom to walk. And then I just reward him for paying attention to me on our walks. So when we first start off on our walks, he gets a little bit of space and freedom. And then I reward him for paying attention to me. I might ask him to come, but it gives him a chance to just do what he wants to do before we get down to business on our really good walk. And just focus on him, not me.
Okay.
You can hear me. Alrighty gang, so when we start off on our walks, we just go ahead and walk. Anytime Kona looks at me, I'll go ahead and click and reward him. When he comes back to check in on me, I'll go ahead and reward that. So this is when we just start off on our walks. I give him a chance to be a dog. Let him smell and do what he wants to do. If he's smelling something for too long, I'll just ask him to leave it. Kona, leave it. Good boy. I reward him for leaving something alone. I might ask him to come. Kona, oh, not when he's going potty. Kona, Kona, come. Good. And that was really good because he sees this little cutie over there. There's a white dog over, yeah, Pan over there. And he came. Kona, come. So it gives him a chance to be a dog. Okay, when going on our regular walk, so again, I give him a chance to be a dog, just cruise around on the long leash, let him smell, do his thing. When we really want a loose leash walk, I put his leash at his chest and I focus with him on my left-hand side. I will click and reward him for walking nicely with you. Go for it. Sit. Pause it. So I really feel the key to loose leash walking is engaging with your dog. Way to engage with Kona is talking to him, asking him to sit periodically, doing turns with him, rewarding him for checking in on you, for turning and checking in on you, or asking him to look at you. Reward him for looking at you. The more he's rewarded for walking nicely and paying attention to you, the more he will pay attention to you. And his walks are super important because he has so much energy. You need to get that energy out somehow, and that's by letting him explore the world and get some exercise. Okay, so just take a look at how I engage with Kona on our walks. Kona, good boy. Good boy, Kona. Good boy, down. Good boy. Good boy. Okay. Good boy, Kona. That's my good boy. Good boy, leave it. Good, leave it. Good, leave it. That's a good boy. Good boy. Good, Kona. That's a very good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Kona, sit. Kona, sit. Good. Shake. Yeah, that's a good boy. Alrighty, gang, I had a lot of fun with this little guy. He still has a lot of energy, but you're much more able to redirect his energy. When in doubt, ask him to sit. And always remember that any interaction you have with Kona he's learning. He's just a little guy. He's learning, he's absorbing his environment. So set him up for success. Get him lots of chew toys, give him lots of exercise, and keep working that brain of his because he's smart. And if you're not working his mind, he's going to find other ways to work his mind. So I'm really, really happy and proud of this little guy. I'm really going to miss him because he's one smart cookie. But I can't wait for him to get back to you guys because he's just a lot of fun. Okay, take care and know that I'm always here for you. If you have any questions, let me know. Aloha!